Hey, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your girl, My Gems, and we are back with another reading. Let's go ahead and tap into this collective and see what it is that you guys need some clarity on. For disclaimer, I would never reach out to you for a reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. This is the only time where you can hear me speak on on TikTok and YouTube. If you need to go follow me on YouTube as well at My Gem Speaks, this is the only two platforms where you'll hear me speak as well. Or you can just add me on my other platforms on Instagram, as well. I have a platform as well. But let's go ahead and tap in, y'all, before I keep talking. All right, Holy Spirit, Divine Angels, what does our collective need to know right now? There might be somebody in your energy that could be a homosexual, somebody who's looking for a place to stay, somebody who doesn't have a place to stay, or just doesn't have a place of their own or something like that. But let's see what this energy is. What's currently the energy? Somebody, you could be going on new adventures. Okay, collective, new adventures, dating, in fact, as well. Okay, you might have somebody interested in you. Somebody, you hold the power. Okay, that makes sense. You hold the power, and you got a lot of suitors looking at you right now. You could be doing a lot of new things, going on new adventures. Just courting. People wanting to court you. Okay, and this could be because you are somebody who leaves the first time you realize the first time someone shows you disrespect. Any type of harm that appears if you don't if you don't leave the first time, you know that you could get stuck when it comes to not recognizing any kind of toxic traits or anything going on, and that's where you hold the power. Something about if you stick around where you don't need to be around, it's like your love will force you to stay like glue, but the love is like glue, and it's only going to try to force you to stay where you don't need to stay, because you don't need to be somewhere where you're trying to coddle someone's feelings about how they feel about you making a certain move. Okay, it's all about how you feel. Okay, because something right now, you could be a strong friend. Something about you hold the power, and you are that strong friend. You have a lot of discernment with this stuff. It's like you could come off as someone who's kind, gentle, a mother figure. You could be someone who's just genuine, and that's another thing about you that strong friend. And a lot of people may not check up on you because they see that they feel like you have everything together. Okay, because you manifested everything you have right now, and it doesn't mean that you don't have feelings or that you don't that you don't need somebody to hold every now and then, but that's just because you may have been forced to be in this energy for a while. And because you leave the first time, you may have dealt with people that you had dated before, and you learned a lesson when it came to these people. Okay, and that's another thing. That's exactly why you've manifested everything you have right now, because you've learned a lot of lessons as well. Okay, what else, Spirit? It says, what advice do you need to hear? Okay, you might need to hear some advice, or somebody may want to hear some advice for you, or maybe there's some people that just realizing they can't get their advice from you no more. You could have been that strong friend who held that power, and at the same time, you manifest everything you have, and people want to seek out your advice, want to seek out your help. Okay, but there were people in your life that try to treat you like a placeholder. So somebody who tried to treat you like a placeholder may have been this person who feels like they want to hear your advice now. Okay, yeah, because you're out here doing a lot of work. You could be a podcaster. You could be someone who does tarot as well. You could be writing a book, or just creating some new ideas to help the collective, or just help people in general, or just yourself. And you're not like these people. See, and that's another reason why these people realized they had misunderstood, or they misunderstood you basically. And now they're seeing you for who you are. They wish you were in their life, and they're comparing you to people that's in their life, and they're realizing you are nothing like the people that they have around them anymore. They can't get your advice no more. Okay, and there's people around you that could be dealing with some type of bad health. It could have been whoever this person was that tried to make you a placeholder. So there's a person who tried to make you a placeholder who needs your advice. But they're watching you going all because they watch you go through this glow up. And it could be a baby father, a baby mother, put it where it fits, because this is someone who's looking to try to use you through the child here, who's going through some type of bad health. So maybe they got some type of bad health condition. Yeah, this is someone who does not deserve your love. Okay, so this could be a parent figure here. They're going through some bad health, and they're realizing they cannot find no one like you. They've been searching far, wide, over the mountain, through the river, and all through the sea, and they still can't find nothing about it. Can't find no one like you. And all this time they was out here doing whatever they're doing, they got caught up in now they're experiencing some type of bad health condition here. And it's all because, look, you're not playing dumb anymore. You're not playing dumb around these people who try to make you feel like you're not as smart as you are, intelligent, genuine, kind, loving. These people wanted to make you seem like you weren't none of these things. And, you might have played dumb, but now you're not playing dumb anymore. You're showing these people exactly who you are, okay? Somebody wanted you to relinquish their power to them. So you could have been this parent figure who's in bad health, who tried to make you a placeholder. They're going through some bad health because they wanted you to give your power up to them. And instead, they didn't realize coming for you was stripping them of their own power, is what it's giving. Because they didn't deserve your love in the first place. You're not playing dumb around. You see, I'm picking up. You could be someone who likes to downplay yourself for just to make someone else feel not so uncomfortable when you're around. You might trigger people when you come around, and that's another thing. You might have dumbed down yourself, and that's why I say you're not playing dumb anymore. You're showing these people like, look, I'm not having looked or played dumb, and I'm not doing that anymore. I'm no longer coddling your feelings or emotions or how you need to do the work on yourself. It's not your fault that you're someone who's doing all the work, and they're looking at you and envy, and you got to downplay yourself because you did all this work, and now you got to cover up and stuff. It's like, no, if you're like going out to the gym and you're working out, your body's nice, and you next to someone who doesn't work out, who doesn't want to do anything, they're comparing themselves to you, that doesn't mean you should dim your light. That has nothing to do with you. That's all to them. That's their own inner work and inner shadows that they have to deal with within themselves. Yeah, it says they want you to get out of character, but you're not giving them the satisfaction. Exactly. Not only that, you're not playing dumb, and you're not giving anyone the satisfaction of giving them what they want, especially that reaction of them trying to come in, trigger you, trying to make you feel like, you're not doing what you're doing here, or, and that's why it says you're not getting out of character for no one, okay? You're not giving no one no satisfaction because you did the work. You are someone who does the shadow work. I'm seeing here about material marriage. Okay, something about material marriage. This is what each person provides. So somebody wanted to get into a relationship with you, potential marriage, only to get with you for what you provided, the status you have, and even that, something about familiarity that you gave to this person. It's something about this material marriage. They would have had you agreeing to stay as long as the terms were met when it came to this person, because love is conditional on or performance when it came to this energy here. That's why I said they don't deserve your love in the first place. They only want conditional love, and that's exactly why you may have had to do some shadow work. Like I said, you did the work, you did the shadow work when it says, where have I been abandoning yourself? Where have I been abandoning myself? And that's what you've been doing. Because something about your brain learns by emotion, like not by information, but how people make you feel is how you are able to hold information and gather that and kind of make your own resolution of what you just receive from that moment or wherever your brain is getting, registering. Because, with the shadow work, you're no longer abandoning yourself. Okay? It says, I love you means my actions will always consider you in a room where you're nowhere around. That's what love really means. It's whether you can walk into any room and they're in there and you can walk into any room they were just in and feel safe when you come in afterwards. So basically, this is someone that, this is someone who couldn't show you their love through their actions. They had a lot of words to say, but they didn't really show it through their actions. Like, you would want somebody who showed you they loved you, that either way, if you were in a room or not, they would still protect your name, protect your legacy, just protect your energy altogether when you're not around, make you feel safe. Even if you're not in the room and you come in, you still feel comfortable enough and safe because you know that person did betray you or go behind your back and just discredit your name. Okay. That's why, because you stopped abandoning yourself. You stopped falling for what people said to your face, and you started trusting their actions so that they could prove their love. You could have been dealing with somebody who's an atheist, somebody who didn't even believe in a higher power, and you had to teach this person a lesson. Okay, we're gonna definitely be making a part 2 regarding this message here. Yeah, it could be a group of girls, a girl group here going against you as well. It says, don't let them in your energy. Yeah, they walk with chaos, so don't trust them. Yeah, don't downplay yourself. Once again, these people, don't downplay yourself. These people are trying to make you block yourself from realizing. Yeah, because you're a mini celebrity, so your life is always under a microscope.